But yeah, man. Started, man. Hey, man. Say, man. It's your boy D Double A,
Hold on,
man.
man. I gotta get my shades. You do your thing. I gotta get my shades, man. You out here shiced up.
Yeah. All right. We doing a better job than the niggas that did this, that did the drill.
Word. Them niggas outside bed facing all kind of shit. Don't know who told them niggas how to run down nobody.
Nobody. Learn that shit from GTA.
Word.
Man. So yeah, man. Hey, man. Say, man. It's your boy D Double A, man. Daylight TV, back with another Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 2. Got my nigga World Pest in here. You know what I'm saying? What up, World?
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah. So on this trip, by popular demand, Royal in the chat. What up? Uh, we
Roy, what's
gonna
good?
we gonna dive into this Julio Foolio case. Well, the state of Florida versus Alicia Andrews, the first defendant to stand trial for the murder of Julio Foolio, which happened July 23rd, 2024. That boy died on his birthday. Now that's why I had that line in there that said, told me to pull up to his party. What is he, a Foolio? You don't want the shot, boy. Stick to Don Julio. Shit.
Oh,
Shit, you know, all tied to bar shit. So initially, so on day one, we had Assistant State's Attorney Scott Harmon, who delivered the opening statements for the prosecution. And he covered how Julio Foolio was murdered in a premeditated ambush at a Holiday Inn in Tampa, and that there were multiple shooters wearing masks and shit. And you know, they dropped out the car. The weapons used were modified AR-style rifles with grass catchers, shell catchers for you numbskulls, you know, trying not to leave no evidence. And that's crazy that they had that, and it's still, they
still got
just did
caught.
everything else sloppy. Now, he also pointed out that Alicia Andrews was part of the conspiracy with 4 other men, that being that traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa, that being Isaiah Chance, which is her boyfriend, Sean Gathright. They take turns deciding how they're gonna pronounce that shit. And then it's Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy. Them niggas related. And I think they're related to the dude Telly that got like clipped at a high school football game or something like that, which I believe is where all of this shit kind of started from. Alicia Andrews served as the spotter, you know what I mean? And she basically drove the surveillance vehicle with her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, and provided, you know, real-time intelligence to the gunman about where Julio Foolio was at and, you know, all his movements. Now, they pointed out the murder is a result of the whole gang war in Jacksonville. Y'all could take y'all pick, Swamp Stories, whatever, and shit like that, you know. YouTube investigators, YouTube PD. You know what I mean? So basically, the two groups involved is Sick Block and ATK, as well as 1200. ATK, if y'all be following the whole thing with Young and Ace's crew, it's alleged to have many meanings. They refer to it as a backronym instead of an acronym and shit like that, because it's supposed to stand for something now, but they said it stands for Ace's Top Killers. You know, shout out to them on the discretion shit. They also had surveillance footage that showed the defendants tracking oh shit, hold on a second. I think my speaker just oh no. Alright, yeah, so they also had surveillance footage. They were tracking the whole situation with the cell phone towers and everything like that, and they were pinging towers left and right. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But first, we're gonna watch this footage of the actual shooting, and this is where like you were talking about the whole Tesla camera and all of this shit. So we're gonna get into this real quick.
This is Mr. Jones arriving. He's been out celebrating. You'll find in the evidence. That is Mr. Jones with that open passenger door. The vapor you're seeing is coming out of the hotel. That's some type of a dryer vent. Mr. Jones in the red stocking cap, pulling up his shorts. He walks in the hotel. As you can see on the timestamp, which is slightly off by a few minutes, this is about 4:30 in the morning. They had been out through the night. They had gone to a couple of clubs. Mr. Jones appeared at one club and performed, and then he went to an after party at another club. He had attempted to make a reservation here, but because they appeared so late, it had been given away. You'll see him come back and get into his car. Video slightly sped up here. That car entering right there, that's the assault team. And as I said, they go northbound around the north side. They avoid driving near this entourage, Mr. Jones and his friends.
Hey, well, now see, this is what I'm gonna say. They went wrong, right? So with 3 cars, it's like with the whole convoy with Julio, right? It's 3 cars. You dig? All 3 of those cars were never supposed to be in that parking lot at the same time, bro.
Yeah, or 2 of them supposed to block off that entrance and that exit.
Exactly, bro. Like nobody was supposed to be able to come in or out of that parking lot, especially if you know that you riding with the bag and this nigga actually, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like them niggas make sure the motherfuckers would be like, police, bro, had a whole car blocking the entrance. So anybody who would have wanted some real smoke, they would have tried to get down and shit, and they would have known, you know what I mean, what was up.
Yeah, immediately.
I mean, but that shit crazy. Like I was just, that was the one thing I was thinking. I was like, damn, what could these niggas have done different to give them a fighting chance? You know what I'm saying?
Niggas too comfortable, like slipping.
Yeah.
This Nissan Altima that's pulling up is part of the entourage that was with Mr. Jones. The driver, Tafa McCrae, is a friend of his. You will see his girlfriend get out. And they go inside of the lobby to use the restroom. So Tafa and his girlfriend, ALICIA Albritton, they walk in to the lobby, and they're actually inside there in the bathroom when the shooting happens. Now, you probably didn't see it, but when Taifa got out of the driver's seat of that Nissan Altima, Camilla Bentley slid right in behind him. That's another friend, Mr. Jones, and friends with these folks. She's sitting in that car at the time of the shooting. She takes a round through the arm. This car driving by, that is the spotter car. That is the surveillance and reconnaissance vehicle. This is just before the shooting happens. And you're going to see that car come right back by.
Now, but you would figure, like, Jacksonville is a fairly sized city, right?
Yeah.
But still not big enough, not too big to the point where you don't know who all your ops is.
Right.
Right?
Now,
yeah. Now, even if they don't know Shorty Face that's driving, right? They damn sure know homie that's in the passenger seat with her, because he ain't get out and shoot with the other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So, how the
niggas
fuck?
wasn't even paying that shit no attention.
Yeah, but bro, and this is the shit I'm saying. First of all, I couldn't imagine, my nigga, like me having that type of smoke, and I'ma actually go out on my birthday, bro. Like, I mean, if I'll do something, but I'm not gonna be outside. I'm not gonna be in no environment I can't control.
Well, not moving like that, especially going sitting in no fucking car in no hotel parking lot.
If the hotel, first of all, they got kicked out of the only reason they ended up going to the hotel because they got kicked out of their Airbnb, right? So the whole shit or whatever with that is, if you had that kind of drama, for one, you should have booked the hotel and the Airbnb at the same damn time.
Yeah.
The idea for me, bro, is, and smoking shit is, I gotta have options. At any given moment, I need to be able to change where I'm gonna be at or where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah, to drop her down.
Fuck a reservation. Fuck sitting outside or whatever and shit. And that's the whole shit, bro. You know, in Florida, them niggas love sitting outside in their cars, bro.
Yeah, I ain't with it.
Why, bro? Like you just waiting for a bullet to come. But
them shit's came.
Yeah. Get back to this shit.
Shit crazy, nigga. Went out on the day he came in.
It goes down, does a 3-point U-turn and comes back. And now we're mere seconds away from the attack on the Charger, on the attack on Mr. Jones. You'll see the Chevy Cruze go southbound on McKinley. Down to the lower left, you saw the shooter with the automatic Glock. That's him in the lower part of the photo. So you see in this video, Xavier Edwards desperately trying to get them out of harm's way.
Oh shit, hold on.
But what he didn't know was that up on the top of that screen between that, I think it's a Mercedes and that yellow car, was the third shooter. So what he ended up doing was driving.
My bad, I got ya.
And you'll see it come to fruition here, directly into a vortex of high-powered rifle fire.
Yeah, that's nasty work.
Now, what you're also going to find in the evidence, and you can see the electrical charging station up here in the upper right, this is the edge of a Tesla that's sitting at another charger. That Tesla has its, I believe it's called Centurion function on, and it is recording from multiple cameras around the car. And this is one of the recordings. You'll see several in the evidence that picks up the third shooter running down behind that row of cars and taking up position by that yellow car. He is the shooter on the other side of the street that forms that deadly vortex of fire as the Charger goes by. And as the Charger, you see in the evidence, runs down the side trying to escape down the side of the hotel, this shooter comes running up to this position by the charging station and is opening up fire down the west side facing north of the home to suites. That is the headlights of the Charger fleeing up the west side of the hotel, heading north. The third shooter. That's the Charger at the impound lot at the Tampa Police Department. You can see the impacts. Every one of.
Oh, you see that shit?
Swiss cheese, that motherfucker.
Nigga, these niggas ain't had him. Yo, it's a wonder the driver is still alive, nigga. What is it? The young nigga that drove the car?
Yeah,
like,
I
he
think
made
so.
lived except FOOLIO and shit. Like, that nigga, yo, bro. Somebody was,
that
yo.
shit up.
But I'm just saying the driver, nigga, look at that shit. Whole side, bro. I think that nigga had like one of the two like hits and shit, bro. Like, that's a lucky nigga, bro. That's fucking crazy, nigga.
Those yellow stickers on the hood, the side, and the windshield are all impacts. That's the Altima that Camilla Bentley was sitting in. It took 2 rounds to the back window.
That's the one nigga and the girl just got out of.
Yeah, other chick that was in there got hit.
Nigga, that shit, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that shit look like it would have took their fucking head off. See where that shit is at? Like, at the top?
I know that.
This is Xavier Edwards, who was the driver of the Charger. That's him at the hospital. Gino Norris, Mr. Jones' friend, who was in the back seat. He was shot in the upper right arm. And Camilla Bentley, who was shot in the upper arm. These were the other party goers. Armani Turner is Mr. Jones' girlfriend at the time. Miss Randolph, her friend. Robert Howard is an associate friend of Mr. Jones, who was in the car behind the Charger, which was a Hyundai. Tafa McCrae and Aaliyah were the ones in the Altima. You could see in that video that these gunmen acted with suddenness, they acted with speed and fury. And they brought overwhelming firepower. Not one shooter, not 2 shooters, but 3 to create that vortex that the evidence proves to you, with high-powered AR-style rifles and a fully automatic Glock 19, bringing all of that firepower to bear in a concentrated area easily and rapidly, establishing not fire superiority, but fire supremacy, the evidence will show.
That nigga trying to make sure them niggas go.
Yeah, that nigga, he draw that shit hard. That nigga,
That nigga said fire supremacy.
that nigga said vortex.
That nigga put
That
some
nigga,
big work. Shit, you
that
motherfuckers might have to go
nigga
sit there and Google and put his picture to understand what he's talking about.
Hey, nigga said Chat GPT. He said, tell me a version of every word that means this shit is fucked up.
Word, that nigga ran into them niggas, boy. Shorty
Yeah,
about to go
that
to that.
shit, man. Hey, yo, and you know what's crazy? Is you seen how she looked or whatever on the first day, right? Like the first
Yeah.
day of testing. Because they did jury selection and all that, like the 20th and 21st. Pay attention as like we go through the clips each day that passed, and look at how she start. You know what I'm saying? Like look at how she start looking. That's all I'm gonna say. That pressure.